Dr. Kuugongelwa-Amadhila stressed that leadership should reflect the country's investment in its people and ensure value through effective governance.
We must be prepared to serve our countries at all times. Our countries invest in us from childhood, taking us through the education system. In the case of Namibia, many of us have had to go into exile, where we were not only put through military training, but we were practically parented by people who were not our blood relatives. And it's owing to these sacrifices and mentorship by Namibians that have brought us where we are.
Though only 3 weeks into its session, the 8th Parliament of the National Assembly has already postponed the debate on the 2025-2026 national budget. These followed concerns from several MPs about the late availability of budget documents. Dr. Kuugongelwa-Amadhila clarified that the postponement was a procedural matter and not a sign of dysfunction, explaining that the delay was due to adjustments made by the new administration. The Speaker assured that the budget process remains a top priority.
As we would all know, we do have a new government administration, and the new government administration starts with the end of a financial year almost. The financial year ends 31st March. The new administration came in the 21st of March, and we know that the president changed some institutions, merged some, abolished some, and that would necessitate not only that as a new administration that she and her team looks at the budget documents before finalizing them, it would also mean that the budget would have to cater for the changes that were introduced by the new president. And that has affected, according to the report from the Ministry of Finance, the finalization of the budget documents. Usually the budget documents are available on the day that the budget statement is made, and this was not the case this time around. And because of that, the chief whips of all political parties were consulted to consider a deferment of the resumption of the budget debate in order to allow for the documents to be finalized and become available for members to review in preparation for the budget debate. And there was a consensus. So the decision to defer the resumption of the budget was based on a consensus.
Dr. Kuugongelwa-Amadhila also addressed the absence of the official opposition leader following the Independent Patriots for Change's decision not to appoint one. The Speaker confirmed that communication was received from the party.
We have received a correspondence from IPC. It reached my attention, and Parliament is looking at it, and we are going to deal with that communication. But there is really no need to panic. The full powers that are required by Parliament in order to discharge of its responsibilities are properly assigned to Parliament, and Parliament is appropriately capacitated to be able to discharge its functions. That is one. Number two, the Constitution makes provision for the Parliament to pass subsidiary laws to give effect to the intentions or aspirations of the Namibian people as expressed under the Constitution. It also makes provision for Parliament to adopt rules and procedures, meaning it is never the intention, it has never been the intention of the founders of our republic that all governance issues are regulated directly under the Constitution. So there can never be any concern that because this is not cited in the Constitution, it is therefore unconstitutional. Something is unconstitutional when it contradicts the Constitution. It is not unconstitutional because it's not mentioned in the Constitution.
The House will resume on Tuesday, the 8th of April, with the national budget as the only item on the agenda.